have they got a general manager yet?
No, but I think it's kind of like at the end of the day, I think Brendan Shanahan would Kelly McCrimmon, yeah, would be the okay. I don't know if they're even going to have a general manager, but at the end of the day, I think he's going to sign off on everything. But he's putting together a group of people, and it started off with Kyle Dubas, bring him in as a so-called analytics guy. But I think they're trying to bring in as many people as they can with various skill sets or backgrounds. Like if it's going to be McCrimmon's because he has a handle on the Western Hockey League. Mark Hunter has a handle on the Ontario Hockey League. And there's
let me throw a name out there. Julien BriseBois.
Julien BriseBois.
He's our assistant GM here, one of them. With Pat Verbeek is the other one. And I don't know. I saw him again today, and there's just my intuition tells me something's going on.
Okay, so we may have a scoop here right now.
We might.
That we're presenting it as such, right? And we could blow it up there on Twitter later on. You're suggesting...
Don't do that.
Okay, forget it. We will not blow it up on Twitter. We will. Okay, we'll cut that part from the show as well, okay? Any negative references to Frank D'Angelo will be cut out as well, right?
Yeah, we gotta cut that out.
We only want platitudes here today for Frank, okay? But there's a possibility, there's a rumor out there, suggestion maybe, I'm trying to dummy this down as much as possible, but the Toronto Maple Leafs may have an interest in part of the Tampa Bay Lightning's managerial staff. Is that vague enough?
Well, I don't know whether it's vague. I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking Julien BriseBois is a brilliant, brilliant young guy. Very savvy with the cap, but you don't need that because you got Dubas. Mm-hmm. But very savvy with that. It ran the Norfolk team, ran the Syracuse team. He's terrific. I got to tell you, he's really good. And the only team that doesn't have a general manager anymore, and I know Julien BriseBois was interviewed by somebody. We don't know who the team was, but the only team that doesn't have a GM is Toronto.
Well, I've tried to couch this in such a way that this is a definite possibility of an almost maybe. Is that vague enough?
Okay.
Because I don't want us to say, we don't want to blow this up all over the internet, but if it did happen, we could say it. You heard it here first. From Phil Esposito, the Godfather.
I wouldn't look. I hope Julien BriseBois does not leave the Tampa Bay Lightning. I hope he does not, because I think he's brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
If such a possibility was to happen, that would be like one of these things that came so far out of left field. You'd have to be in another time zone to have figured that one out, because this Maple Leaf organization is very covert in terms of not giving out too much information. So again, if that sort of thing was to happen, it would be because they had covered their bases so much that no one saw it except possibly someone who was close enough to have a feeling, a spider sense, if you will, and I'm talking about you.